Have you seen those videos where people are making thousands of dollars on YouTube without even showing their face, not using their voice, and not even recording any of their own video footage? Well, I have been looking at some of those videos, and there's a few that blew my mind. But there's one in particular that was able to pass 500,000 subscribers with only 11 videos in just a few months. And it's because of this I'm going to reflect on what's that wise saying about replicating success? People who fail are generally those who try to replicate someone else's success. Wait, no, it's not that one. It's more along the lines of success leaves clues. That's it. And based on that, the plan for this video is me analyzing YouTube videos on that impressive channel, trying to understand how it got that many views, really trying to find all of the clues that the success left. Then figure out how I could try to replicate it using tools that does not cost any money to create these first set of videos. But I'm going to try taking it a bit further by doing something similar and providing way more value. And hopefully by doing this, YouTube will provide me with more money too. But first, is this really possible? Let's find out. So I would have stumbled on this video from Versus Zoo and was wondering, how on earth do they rack up so many views? How could just face-offs between random animals get millions of clicks? I mean, even I just watched this video with this Black Panther like 10 times. And I don't even know why. Who knows? Maybe it's showing up on my feed because over 1 million people search for stuff like this every month. Anyway, as part of my research here on our channel, I would do the obvious next step, which is to sort by most popular. But there's no reason to even do that here. There's not even 2 full rows of videos, and also nothing under 1 million views. It's like each new upload on Animal A versus Animal B, it just blows up overnight. And just based on the views on this video, this niche has a lot of potential. So how about we now take a closer look at one of their videos, because they must be doing something right. So over on Versus Zoo, when you hit Shorts, this last video here has 93 million views. So most likely you're one of those viewers. But let's pretend that you're not. Black Panther versus white animals. So far it looks like the same stuff is just repeating. And basically what I've seen so far is just one picture. Well, 2 pictures merged together. One of the Black Panther and the second split screen with another animal. Both generated by AI clearly. After like a second or less, it goes to who's the winner of the battle, whereby the image is also generated by AI. What's really cool about this is the motion in the images, and a lot of these AI tools can create that easily with just a click of a button as well. There's not even a voiceover here. There's no information other than what you're seeing on the screen. I'm not even hearing any kind of special sound effects. It's just the visuals is in good timing with the music, which shows the verses and then the winner. And I just might be wrong here, but that seems to be it. They picked a really interesting title here, somewhat of a controversial title. Not sure how the lion is a white animal unless it's a white lion. But somehow this video has 93 million views. In terms of the search volume for the month, well, this is interesting. Black Panther has almost 120 million monthly searches. And if you see over here, some of these views could be getting mixed up with the Marvel's movie Black Panther. You can see in the search results here, somebody could be stumbling upon that video as a result of searching for Black Panther the movie, because in the top search results, you can see where you go from Black Panther the movie, it goes into real life Black Panthers, like this one. So to be more specific, if I was to search for Black Panther animal, this also has a lot of searches, 1 million searches for the month. So I'm just thinking that amount of search volume in combination with a good video, a good title, and already proven content on this channel could be a reason why this video did so well. And so based on that, it's clear that it's a really good type of video to make, but I don't want to make the same thing. And maybe what I did there is really get ideas to recreate by just picking a different type of animal. So what I'm going to do now is some research to find out what types of animals are out there. And maybe I should know this from school and, well, general knowledge. But let's be real. Thank goodness Google and AI exist. Either way, this is about automation with AI, right? It's not only for the image and content generation, but the idea generation too. Let's start here by asking, What are the different types of animals? I'm sure I know the answer to this. I just prefer to see what ChatGPT has to say. Yeah, that's it. Of course, mammals, birds, reptiles. Perhaps I should have asked ChatGPT to respond as though it's responding to a child. Fish. So how about we call this ocean animals or sea animals? So give me a list of different sea animals. Great, so this is what I was looking for. They're separated by mammals, fish, reptiles, birds. Birds is a sea animal. Ah, okay. Sea dependent. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Probably should have paid more attention in class. So from this list, I'm going to ask it to provide some examples that would pretty much feed into the video ideas. So what I mean is this. I'm going to tell it from the list, provide 10 epic showdowns. For example, large sea lion versus giant stingray. And I'm hoping it gives me more than enough ideas to work with here. And it did exactly that. Look here, large sea lion versus giant stingray, great white shark versus giant squid. I'm kind of liking what I see here. I think I'm just going to run with this. And so after careful consideration, following my animal species research on ChatGPT, I decided that I will pick something out of the water. Literally. Sea animals. Imagine putting a giant squid against a shark. I think people are going to like seeing that for the first time.
A great white shark versus a giant squid. Who wins?
Well, at least for the first time this month. Yeah. Hey, that just means that people will watch that stuff. And I could possibly take the same approach of Versus Zoo by picking the two animals and then showing the face-off outcome with that epic music. But there's a problem. If I do that, it will just be a copycat channel or a copy animal channel. What I'm thinking is instead of just copying the standard SmackDown format, I'm thinking of sprinkling in real world facts. You know, like turning it into an edutainment style video with information such as stats about each animal's size, how they defend themselves, predictions, and then yes, we'll still have our epic battle predictions and final reveal. And this will be all just brief details put together in a YouTube short. And since ChatGPT would have already given us some ideas to get started with, the next thing I'm going to do is check it to see what is the search volume like on these types of animals. Which ones people are actually searching for and how much. Because of course, when I put together a really good video, I want to make sure that there are actually people behind the keyboard searching for that video. So I'll look for the search volume for some of these creatures over on TubeBuddy here. I have it installed here in my browser, and you could too by following the first link in the description below. If it's not the first link, it'll be the second link. So over to the Keyword Explorer, the first one was sea lion. And I just saw something by these search predictions. Now, these search predictions are what people are actually looking for. Before even seeing what the search volume is like on sea lions, if you take a look here, there's already one that we can make a video about called Sea Lion versus Seal. So it's clear people are actually searching for this. But just for this activity, let's just see what sea lion gets. 3 million monthly searches. That's a lot. And in the related searches, we can check this one out. Sea lion versus seal. Over 21,000 people each month is searching for this exact video title that we could create. And I'm sure there are others. Let's just do one more example. I think I saw whale shark somewhere around here. So let's check that one out. Whale shark. Whale shark has over 2 million searches for the month. Let's see if they're going to give us any suggestions for a versus for a battle. Now, it is smart to pick one of these. And so I'm going to use AI to find the opponent for the whale shark here by asking ChatGPT to provide a list of 30 large sea animals. From this list, I'm looking for something different from a whale shark. And giant squid is pretty different. So let's see if people are actually searching for that. As I start to type versus, then G for giant, the second result is actually whale shark versus giant squid. And based on this score analysis, the search volume is really high. And just like that, I've picked the first video on the channel. And if I take a closer look at the results, there are videos with a lot of views here in that top 10. So the whale versus squid is proven. This one has 15 million views. So based on that, I think we're in a good position to pick this as the next video idea, but put my own spin on it by adding some more value. And so the next thing is to actually write the script for this YouTube short. And of course, that's going to be done with AI, with ChatGPT again. And I'm going to be basically telling ChatGPT to write a YouTube short script for the video titled Whale Shark versus Giant Squid, and include statistics about each animal's size, how they defend themselves, predictions of which would win the epic battle, and then the final reveal. I'm adding this at the ending, stating to write the script in a fun, engaging, and slightly sarcastic manner, because I've been told that that's my style, how I speak. Do you agree? Do comment below if you agree. So let's see what's happening here. And I don't know if this was just an amazing prompt, but I don't even see the need to tweak it. It has the sarcasm, the engaging, and fun aspect to it. It really did that. Like, check this part out. In the blue corner, we have the whale shark, the world's largest fish, clocking in at a whopping 40 feet long and weighing 20 tons. This plankton sipping boss of the ocean might not seem like a fighter, because, well, it's not. So usually I would tweak the script to my liking, but based on what I've read so far, it's really good as is, and I'm gonna just use it just like this for this particular experiment. So we have this script, and the next thing is for somebody to read the script, but I'm gonna come back to that voiceover shortly. What I'm gonna talk about now is what am I going to see on the screen? What are you going to see on the screen when you're listening to that voiceover? Sure, I can go through the entire script, look at the different keywords, main aspects of the script, and come up with what is the footage on the screen, and then go and create that with AI. But that would take too long, and then it won't be YouTube automation using AI. So in that regard, I'm just going to pretty much tell ChatGPT to provide detailed image generation prompts for all of the scenes from the script. And so back over in ChatGPT, I'm gonna say basically that, to provide detailed image generation prompts for all of the scenes from the script. And let's see what it tells us now. I have something for the opening scene in the underwater arena, the whale shark stats scene, the giant squid stats scene, and the prompts are quite detailed, like a deep sea depiction of a giant squid in its natural habitat. I think that's more than enough images. That's just 6 images for that short. Oh, there's 7. Well, one more can't hurt. So now that I have all of the image generation prompts that I need, the next thing I have to do is actually create the AI images. And I'm going to be doing that using free AI tools. And just to be clear, when I say free AI tools, there are paid versions of it, but we're not going to use the paid versions. We're going to use a few different AI tools and create the images that we need for free. The first one up is Leonardo AI. After I launch the app and pick an account, it takes me to this screen. And so I'll go straight to image creation. This is the area that the prompt goes in. And sure, I can start typing up a prompt here, but we already did all of the hard work. Well, actually, AI did all of that hard work before. So to get this first prompt, this first opening scene for the underwater arena, copy that, paste that in right here for this dramatic underwater scene, and then hit generate. And what it did here is give me 4 different options. And as I take a closer look at these 4, and I'm thinking of picking this one. So next I'll just hit download image, and that's it for the first image. I'll just repeat this process by going back into ChatGPT, copy and pasting back into Leonardo AI. Well, not the same prompt, obviously the second image prompt. Don't forget to select mobile. And you can already see from the preview that it's going to be vertical. Out of these 4 here, I'm liking this one the most. In full disclosure, as I pick this one, I mean, it looks really good, but I thought that this word might have been spelt incorrectly. Flailing. Then I realized that flailing is an actual word, to move energetically in an uncontrolled way. Anyway, now that we cleared that up, now that we have all of the images that we need, it's time to create the voiceover. I know usually the voiceover comes a little bit before that, but the reason I'm doing it this way is because we're using the same tool to create the voiceover as well as to edit the video. So if you head over to CapCut.com, which you can conveniently use in the first link in the description below, you'd see that there's a text-to-speech feature. So let's pick this guy. And now I'll just be copying parts of the script, pasting it here and keeping it as separate files, because based on my experience, the audio quality in terms of how good the AI voiceovers are, it's better when it's small parts of text that you're pasting in there versus just pasting the entire script. So I'll head over back to ChatGPT here, and it's actually already separated here in the script. So I'll just copy it based on the scenes just like this. Copy, paste right over here. and then hit generate. Download. We're going to be repeating this process for the rest of the script. I know you're probably excited to find out how it sounds, and I am a bit as well. So let's hear how that first line, that opening line sounds.
Welcome to the underwater arena of epic showdowns. Today's contenders, the gentle giant of the sea, the whale shark, versus the...
I think that sounds good. And you know what? There's no need to have you waiting. Let's drop this one time into the CapCut editor, and we'll drop the visuals on top and see how it looks and sounds. I'll just simply drag and drop the voiceover over here into the library, and then that first image, moving it onto the timeline, putting the image on top to add a simple effect by coming up right here to animations. And of course, there's a lot more that you would have with the Pro plan, but there's a lot of free animations as well. But I'm liking this crisscross shake one here. So let's just go with that one for the idea for this video. And of course, we need some background music behind the voiceover. And so when you search for YouTube Music Library or Audio Library YouTube, this link should take you directly to your YouTube channel studio, where you have access to royalty-free music. And so to keep things simple, I'll just search for something like epic. And so I've searched for fight under music, and I think I'm liking this war dance. So I'll grab that one by just hitting download. And so after I dragged and dropped that in there, I'll carry down the volume and let's see what that looks and sounds like.
Welcome to the underwater arena of epic showdowns.
I think that's a really good start. I'm just going to put in a little bit more effort into using the different tools and features in CapCut. But based on what I have to do still and how long it looks like it's going to take, I don't think I'll be here more than 20 or 30 minutes again. So based on that, was this totally automated? Partially, yes, because I do believe a human element is still required to get this done as best as possible. Maybe it's my lack of trust for robots, but I think it makes sense to use AI to get things done more efficiently and effectively. Now, you may or may not agree, and if you don't agree and prefer to create and edit this video totally automated with just the click of one button, then I think you would prefer how I created this video right here. And so for now, I'm going to be going back and editing this whale shark versus giant squid video.
Welcome to the underwater arena of epic showdowns.